Good no, good morning. Excellent. Excellent. I hope everyone's having a great start to your day and your week. We are live on both YouTube and Rumble. Good morning, Mike. So, how's that video doing? I bet you probably have at least 1,000, somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 views by now. Oh, and by the way, Mike, I appreciate all your help. Still, 1.5, that's pretty good. By the way, Mike, Soul Star says good morning. I did a video years ago. Uh, Listen to me, 2 years ago. It's just a little trick to fold a paper bag so it's more likely to stay folded shut. I mean, it's paper bag. There's only so much you can do. But all of a sudden, a few weeks ago, it started getting like 7, 8, 9, 10 views a week or a day, I should say. And it has maintained, you know, somewhere between 7 and 10 views a day for the last several weeks. I think it's, I'm not going to say what I think because I don't remember. Are you out working the fields today? Or are you getting things organized with your new computer? Mr. Lee. Uh-oh. WTF Mike's going to be batching it, as we say. Mr. Lee, the adults are not going to be home at Mike's place. We're going to have a party. Mike, be glad you're in North Dakota. It's already 70 degrees here. That's 21 for you, Mr. Lee. I take it this is for her work, her job. Whoa, 63. That's still pretty warm for where you're at. Uh, Roger Blair, good morning, sir. You know, Mike, some of those video games that YKB is playing, they look too interesting. I'm not going to be able to watch much of that video game playing. I'll get addicted to it. The wind is blowing from just the right direction today. Treezilla looks like he's grinding his teeth. Hey, Soul Star. No, Mike, I was around when the quarter machines come into play. And let me tell you, I was so into those video games. It got to where if I put a quarter in the machine in the break room, I was at school at the time. If I put a quarter in the machine, there'd be a crowd formed to watch me play. And by crowd, I mean like a dozen people or something. And if the guy that me and him kept switching back and forth between one of us having the high score, if we both put in a quarter at the same time, there'd be people 4 or 5 deep. There you go, Mr. Lee. I keep trying to get Mr. Lee and Soulstar to come up on the morning show sometime or other, because I want to hear Mr. Lee's story, and he doesn't have to type, a small booklet. And Mike, I checked. There was several places that registered over 6.0 on the Richter scale in the Philippines. That's just crazy. Mike, what time does it get daylight there? Mr. Lee, the one you were talking about Saturday night. You were telling us something Saturday night, and I encouraged you to tell the story Tuesday on Mog's program, and he made sure that you weren't being pressured, and I said I'll take a hit for suggesting it to you. .2 is nothing to sneeze at. I think the worst I've ever experienced here in North Carolina is 2.2. And if I hadn't have been leaned up against the kitchen sink at the time it happened, I'd have never known it happened. But I felt the ever so slight vibration in the small of my back. Huh. What is going on here? Oh, that's what's going on there. Oh, man. That's going to be great, Mr. Lee. Let me tell you. And Mike, you did a great job on that video. It was cringe. But that is by no means the worst singing I heard out of Yoko. So, are you going to come up on the panel next Thursday morning and give us a review, Mr. Lee? Oh, geez. I sent the only way I have of contacting anybody I know over there is to leave a comment on their channel, and I've not gotten any notifications back yet. But I hope they're all okay. Of course, I don't know if Donna is in the Philippines or back at Korea. Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, I've got the scroll across the bottom of the screen there. This day in music history. 1985, Tears for Fears hit #1 with Everybody Wants to Rule the World. And in 1974, I think it was 74. Yeah. Dolly hit #1 on the country charts with I Will Always Love You. And I still like Dolly's version better than the movie version. Yeah, Shout was a very good song, Mr. Lee. We got to laughing so hard. Good morning, Raymond. We got to laughing so hard Saturday night, I forgot what we were laughing about. Raymond, I hope you and Norma are having a great day. And I saw gas yesterday. I drove some people who have trouble driving long, more than across town. I drove them about an hour away to visit family members that are in assisted living because obviously they can't drive. And we were sitting in the common area talking, and there was this another family that had come to visit somebody that was in the assisted living, and it was 3 women and a guy. And I couldn't figure out. I'd seen them somewhere before. I just knew I had seen them, and turns out that the 3 women were sisters, and they and their family used to have a gospel group, and they would tour around this part of the country singing. So I had seen them, and once we got on the subject, they started singing right there, and oh my goodness, you talk about being able to sing. I would have gone live if I knew I wouldn't get copyright strikes. Mr. Lee, I can't afford to bet, so the only thing I bet is I buy a lottery ticket a week. Usually, if I'm betting, there's a 90% chance of me winning or better. but we got a private personal concert, so to speak, yesterday afternoon. Whoa, have I heard the Staples Singers? Are you serious? I'll take you there. Uh, the Weight. Uh, Come Go With Me. Hard to pick a favorite. I like all of those. I kind of wanted to, but the sister that was in the facility had memory problems, and uh, I I just didn't want to be intrusive. Yeah, Mr. Lee, I kind of let a girlfriend go because she didn't like the Staples Singers. We was riding along in the car, and I'll take you there. Come on, and she didn't like it. She said, "Turn the channel," and so I just kind of didn't ask her out again. It was early in the relationship. Oh my goodness, we might have a new wild ride. Oh, okay. Uh, Area 51, his girlfriend likes horses. If there's a race in their area, they're out in Washington State. If there's a race out there, they usually go. And Roger Blair, I know. I think that's a shame. I mean, Whitney has a powerful voice. She does a good job with her rendition of the song, but there is just something about, well, Dolly wrote it, so there's just something about her singing ability. It is so crystal clear and just amazing. And you guys know I'm not much of a country fan, so to have a song that good, I would watch her variety show back in the day. Sandra Martin, good morning. I would watch her variety show just to hear her sing that. Wow. That one horse ran and won two of the three, but the owner did not enter him in the third race. So who knows? He might have had a triple crown winner. And the reason, I mean, I like certain music, and if I'm going to be playing it all the time, maybe whoever's going to be around should like it too. And speaking of that, uh, this is a shot in the dark, but if anybody listening is in the Greensboro area or has been in the Greensboro area in the past, if they know what happened to the local group Tornado, I would really like to hear, because they would perform I'll Take You There, and they did a great job. That band had a lot of talent. I don't know why they didn't get bigger. I was listening to some Humble Pie last night, getting a dose of early Peter Frampton. He was in Humble Pie for a while. Sad story about that lead singer. What was his last name? Marriott. He was named for a famous hotel chain, I think, or shared a name. However, I think his name was Marriott, and the lead singer for Humble Pie. He was in. He formed Small Faces before Humble Pie. Most everybody here in the States would remember Ichiku Park. I think that was their biggest hit here. I see, Roger. Yeah. Well, I learned my lesson in the late 80s, 90s when the internet was coming around. Elvis sang You Were Always on My Mind. Um, so when what's his name covered it in the early 80s, it was like, how dare you sing an Elvis song? And then later I found out Elvis wasn't the original singer of that song. Willie Nelson did the cover. Elvis, his version was a cover. Not only was it a cover, it was a cover of a cover. So I had to dial things back a little bit. Yeah, he was involved with fires more than once. He set an old mansion on fire at one time. And Mike, I don't remember that young girl. Uh, I was watching a little bit of. Oh shoot, she's a British guitar player. Her name eludes me. Maybe it'll come to me in a minute. But I mean, she's a looker. She a few months ago she was talking about going through customs and the uh, She somehow or other got something through TSA and customs, and she couldn't figure out why. And all I had to say is, go look in a mirror. Yeah, yeah, she's a rocker. I mean, she is a rocker. Blonde, uh, shows off a little too much skin. I mean, Nita Strauss, she'll put on tight clothes, but she's covered up. This blonde girl, uh, she likes to wear fishnet stockings and stuff like that. And I don't know why I can't think of the girl's name. I should say woman's name. She's probably, I don't know, 30. Yeah, Mike will probably figure it out and look it up before I can remember her name. But she's got long blonde hair. And she even did a rock version of the Muppets. Don't think I've heard of P.H. Harvey. Is her name's right on the tip of my tongue, and I can't think of it. That's really bad. Yeah, the guy that led Small Faces, he was like 5'5", and just his dad was involved with music, and I mean, he was something else with music. Not Abby Green. As soon as I see it, I'll know it. But she did like the Muppet. She'll take and she'll take different themes and I'll do that, Mr. Lee. She'll take different themes. I mean, even the Muppets, and she'll just shred to it. She does a really good job playing. I think she should rely more on her talent. But I mean, she's using every asset that she's got. Mm, give me a minute. Let me go look. I hate to do this to y'all. Mm-hmm. Thursday, May 7th. What is that, Mike? Is that when you sent me the text? bugs me when I can't think of somebody's name like that. But I don't listen to her every day. I think I started following her uh, maybe a year ago. Oh yeah, anybody can listen to Stevie Nicks. Yeah, it's just I got so much useless information in my head that it's hard for me to sift through it sometimes. And like I said, this is not somebody that I really follow that much. I remember the guitar playing more than anything else. Oh, uh, Mr. Lee, if you've listened to Fleetwood Mac, you've heard Stevie Nicks. Uh, Stevie by herself. Look up Edge of 17. That's pretty good. Yeah, exactly. It's like I said, I'm not an expert. I learn from you guys too. And, sometimes, we'll learn something together and get even better. Yeah, I still think Rumors is one of the best albums ever released. I would put Rumors and Boston's first album, Foreigner's first album. Sophie Lloyd. I knew her name started with an L, but Sophie Lloyd. Thank you guys for your patience while I sifted through all the junk in my brain. But Mr. Lee will like this. They spelt it Rumors. Yeah, Stevie did Stand Back, Edge of 17. She was definitely a rocker. Yep, that is very true, Mike. Yep. And like I said, how did she get through customs with that stuff? Just go look in the mirror. Yeah, I ran across her when I was doing some just you know guitarist, and she was playing well enough to where I subscribed to her channel. Yep, Florence and the Machine. They've done some good covers. Yeah, that lead singer is mighty skinny. Didn't they do a cover of "You Spin Me Round"? Seems like. Uh, Mike, if you're looking her up, be sure to look up the one where she did the Muppet song and the one where she was performing in a stadium. She covered some Bon Jovi, and she also did a little Peter Frampton. She used the Vox box or whatever. Guys, I have a minor emergency here. My coffee cup is empty. I appreciate that, Mr. Lee. I I'll have to look that one up too, Mr. Mike. Oh, you already knew about her? Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna get this. I'm pretty sure it's the last cup of coffee in the pot, but I'll be right back. Yeah, it's the last cup. Well, this songs about Florida do seem to be pretty good. Yeah, I like some. I like some Van Morrison, Brown Eyed Girl, back in the day. Trust me, the Beatles are going to take a couple of weeks, and you know, Moggs has been so kind to come and you know, every Saturday night. Come on, man. Uh, I really don't want to take any more of his time. You know, 1 hour a Saturday is plenty. Yeah, Bob Dylan is an acquired taste. We'll just leave it at that. There's a couple of people that has turned on the Rumble feed. Thank you guys for showing up. Nobody's typing anything, but they're watching. If I hope you guys saw the episode of Pawn Stars where they had an album by Bob Dylan and they sent Chumley to get the album autographed. So Chumley went down and got it autographed, but he asked that he autograph it to Chumley. So, pretty much with an autograph that says Chumley specifically, it's not worth as much as just signing it. Yeah, Bob Dylan is very controversial. He was playing just a regular guitar, and then I think it was the Beatles he heard, and he switched to electric, and there was a big hoop to do about that. Yeah, I know. Like I said, his voice is an acquired taste. Uh, he's better known for his songwriting abilities and songs than his, but he can mumble with the best of them, let me tell you. I started the Nature Channel at 6 o'clock this morning because the sun was already up. Well, that would be, you know, Mike, that would be a diverse group of bands because we have a very diverse group of people who come to the channel. We we probably have a few laughs. The the band Green Day, I was just neutral about them until I found out that you know, they put their money where their mouth was. They were all about saving the planet, and they purchased a ship or a boat for Greenpeace to go out on the waters and try to save the whales and whatnot. That's your specialty, Mike. I mean, it's your first three names. uh, oh, that's just funny. There too, Pink Floyd, they have their fans. And I think it was Dark Side of the Moon stayed on the chart for years. And I'm probably somewhere in the middle about Led Zeppelin too. Oh, yes. Car Wash was fantastic. And that song that's in the movie, I Want to Get Next to You, that is a great song. I really like it. I think it's funny as all get out. The guy trying to call in and win the tickets off the radio show. Yeah, I agree with you, Roger. Her and her husband are part of the, uh, it's either 5% or 7% club. I think it's 5%. They believe that God is only in one race, and I kind of disagree with that. It's a smooth song though. Uh, and working at the car wash, oh man, that is, to me, that is funny on so many levels because this woman I was dating, her daughter got her driver's license, and she got a really nice older car that was in super nice condition, and she had only been driving a few weeks, and she was going to drive through the car wash, and somehow or other, I do not know how, she hit those barriers, the posts that stand up, and they had to bring a wrecker and drag the car sideways to get it out. And needless to say, I would play car wash on many occasions whenever she was around. Uh oh. Sharon. Good to see you, Sharon. I enjoyed it too. Good afternoon, Sharon. I hope you're having as good a day as possible. Prayers for your daughter. I hope everything goes smooth. Plus, I kind of like the irony of working at the car wash and the name of the group is Rolls Royce. I know what you mean, Mike. It's like the people who followed the dead. Uh, I just I was not a huge fan of the dead. They had a couple of okay songs, but I mean, a friend of mine, he would go see them when they were within driving distance of here. He would see them like four times in a couple of weeks. You know, they'd be up in Virginia. He'd drive up there and see them. They'd be here in North Carolina. He'd see them here, and then in South Carolina. You know, when they were touring. Oh no, that's too young. Wasn't Mr. T? Mr. T was in Car Wash. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I now Bob Weir, who was in the Grateful Dead, he released an album called Kingfish, and I liked that album. He did an excellent version of Big Iron, the Marty Robbins song. But as far as the Grateful Dead, I don't have any of their stuff. I don't think I've got any of their stuff on a compilation album, even. But if you get a chance, give a listen to Bob Weir's Kingfish. He, he's got a Mike. He's got one on there that you'd probably like. Bye bye, Your Honor. It's kind of a neat song. I might use that as a post. Yeah, Mike. I liked it better when I first heard it in the '70s, but I'd rather hear "Sweet Home Alabama" personally. Geez, Sharon. And Bob has a pretty smooth singing voice. I mean, and speaking of Skinner, um, at one point, the Beatles, they had dual guitars going, and just because of band members leaving, they it got whittled down to the final four. Yeah, CCR is amazing, and Mike, he's more up to date on streaming services and stuff like that. Uh, this is a dual compliment to CCR and to music from the 70s and 80s. In the 70s and 80s, CCR just the competition in the music world was so high, they never had a number one hit. But in today's streaming services, according to Mike, they have been rated number one in a couple of their songs as far as being streamed. So they finally got their just rewards. It just took a few decades. Talk about staying power. Their music is just amazing. Oh, come on, Mike. You can't tell me you don't like Riders on the Storm, their version of that. And People Are Strange. I mean, that one is an accurate description of pretty much the world these days for sure. Oh, Mike, when is Kathy going to go to her safari? Wow. Oh, okay. I've never seen that movie. Best thing about Loretta Lynn, her sister Crystal. That's okay. Whatever we talk about, what whatever we talk about, if we get to laughing like we were Saturday night, I call that a success. A success. And I appreciate all you guys being patient and teaching me about music. I'm not a fan of streaming services because when I get up in the mountains, there's no cell phone signal, so I can't stream. I try to have used to on my phone, but nowadays it's on a thumb drive that I can plug into the truck. Uh, Mike, if you can find out who is going with her, you make absolute sure that they have video, nonstop, start to finish video of the entire trip. Mr. Lee, have you heard the moose story, the Kathy Moose story? Nice. Mike, what's this? What's your take on this, Mike? What Roger Blair just typed and what you typed is not showing up in chat. Huh. That's weird. I'm trying to monitor it. Uh, okay, take your time. Now it's showing up in Restream. The chat is, but there was a couple of lines that did not make it to Restream. That's interesting. Uh, Ah, okay. Huh. Well, that's the first time I noticed anything coming into chat that didn't go to Restream, and it was 2 lines in a row. And, Mr. Lee, that's the thing. I mean, see, there's bands that were huge in the UK that might have had one song chart here, and that's the great benefit to us having different people in different parts of the world. Like Tony down in Australia, he's uh, he's really good with what's going on in Australian music right now. The wind is picking up enough to you can hear it on the microphone, but it's not making the wind chimes go off. But it does make Treezilla look like he's, grinding his teeth. Oh yeah, that's very true, Roger. Uh, the the crazy one is the the guy who starred in Knight Rider, Michael uh, Hoff, something or other. He is huge in Germany, but not so much anywhere else on the planet. What's his name? He was in Knight Rider and apparently he is absolutely huge in Germany. Dio was a good singer. I think he was a pretty good person. Uh, he had some stuff that was good. He had some stuff that, nah, I could do without. David Hasselhoff, that's it. Yeah, he for some reason his singing ability is greatly appreciated in Germany, but not so much elsewhere. Oh, his character's name in Knight Rider was Michael. I like the idea of the car, but I wasn't too much of a fan. And I never watched Baywatch. I know people who did. They swore by it. It's like, nah, I got better things to do with my time. Yeah, Mr. Lee, he is huge in Germany for whatever reason. There you go, Roger. As I said, we've got a diverse group of people. Yeah, it's like I've looked up some stuff about disco, and one of the top rated disco songs is "Good Morning, Super Dave." Cool, the Super Dave. But Boney M, he had a song Rasputin. I had never heard of it, but apparently, I'm guessing in Europe it was a huge disco hit. Well, Super Dave, I'm glad you were able to do that walking. Now rest, and you'll do another walk sometime soon. And speaking of Super Dave, I just noticed I haven't seen John P today. I hope he's okay. Super Dave, have you seen John P? Super Dave, when I take that little thermos that I won on your show around, people are going, Super Dave, wasn't he on HBO? It's like, yeah, that's Super Dave Osborne. Super Dave 44 is YouTube. Wow. See, the music business is famous for that. They take advantage of people left and right. Well, I just hope he's okay. And Super Dave, that reminds me, uh, when I won that contest, you sent that to me in a short period of time, and I appreciate that because there's been a couple of channels I have won stuff on, and let's just say they were not forthcoming, or they changed the rules after I had won. I appreciate you sticking to your word. I'll have you remind me at a later time. Let's finish the Beatles right now, because like I said, I thought I knew a little about the Beatles. Oh my goodness, there is so much more. All the stuff going on in the background. The fact that they were named the Beatles, and some guy high up was saying, "You know, that's a terrible name," and they switched to the Silver Beatles. That blew my mind, because I knew they had previous names, but you know, I didn't know that they were the Beatles, then Silver Beatles, and then back to the Beatles. Yeah, Mike, that had quite a bit to do with it. Plus, John Lennon, he was very properly named. Uh, his song "Imagine" is pretty much the Communist Manifesto put to music. Yeah, "Stuck on You" was fantastic, and it was a good movie video, music video. Uh, that whoever come up with the music video, it was interesting and comical, and I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. Yeah, My Sweet Lord, I can listen to it endlessly. While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Uh, George was something else. And Stuck on You is just a catchy song. It's a catchy tune. And Yoko Ono didn't help the Beatles staying together. And I think George was the first to leave, and they talked him into coming back. And Ringo left, and they talked him into coming back. This coming Saturday, I'll be getting into a little more background on Ringo, and I'm going to try to cover a little bit of the UK days and the beginning of the US days. And a lot of George's music on his first couple of albums after leaving the Beatles was music that the Beatles either he didn't submit to them, or they didn't. He tried to get them to record and they didn't want it. He got voted down. Yeah, I don't know. And Yoko had some weird ideas. She kind of pushed John into having a relationship with somebody that worked for him, and they come back together later. Weird stuff. Like I said, there was a lot more going on in the background than what I had a clue about. Mike, I warned you, Mike. You know, but listen, Mike, I appreciate the what you went through to get to that really good video. Frank, you know, you know, we were talking about guitar players. Frank's an excellent guitar player. He sings and plays guitar. I like the style of play that he does. Frank, it's been a while since you were on Saturday night. Might have to get you to come on the panel for Saturday night coming up soon. Uh, Mike, type exclamation ME so that people will be able to see your channel and watch that short video you created. And everybody pat Mike on the back for suffering through the music selection. This last Saturday, Tony, he's in Australia, and I was talking to him on Restream backstage, and I actually started the show a little bit late. I said, "Oh man, something's happened to Moggs. You want to come on with me and get the show started?" And so Tony was really, really nice about that. Mr. Lee, I hope you have a great day. Stay safe. Don't get sunburnt. And seriously, I hope you come up and tell us the story. Well, I might have come up with the idea, but Mike, you're the only person that I know that could have done it justice. I wouldn't have been able to combine that stuff because that's just not my expertise. But Mike did a good job of putting Elaine in a couple of videos that I don't think she was originally in, and the character is Elaine from Seinfeld, and buddy, she was spastic would be a compliment to describe her dancing, and it was just so obvious to go with Yoko Ono's really bad singing. But I thought it was enough cringe, Mike. I really thought that it might take off. But if you guys get a chance, go to Mike's channel and check out his short video. It it's hilarious to me. Yeah, Roger. George Thorogood and the Destroyers. I like, you know, a couple of their songs. I mean, "Bad to the Bone" is "Bad to the Bone," and it's been used in so many movies and whatnot. To when that comes on, you know somebody's about to do something, and it will probably be good, in my opinion. Frank, one morning when you're not driving, or even if you want to while you're driving, uh, I don't know how your passengers would feel, but you're welcome to come up on the morning show. Yeah, Paul Simon, he was really good about trying out all different types of music and incorporating it into his music. And uh, he was the first musician I ever heard accused of cultural appropriations. And but he is definitely music is in his DNA. And I was disappointed when him and Garfunkel broke up, disbanded, because Garfunkel has a voice that is something else. He can definitely sing. And that was something that I was talking about Saturday night. Paul McCartney, he plays keyboards. He played drums for a while. He played rhythm guitar. He played bass guitar. Uh, I just thought it was a little humorous. His first guitar solo at the age of 15, and he got, as they quote, they said, sticky fingers. And Mike, have you ever heard of the King family? It was a just like it says, family. Their last name was King, and they were all in some way involved with music. And there was this kid that was in my seventh and eighth grade. We had classes together, and his last name was King. And we got on the subject one day of the King family, and he said, "Yeah, he was related to him." And I said, "Do you have any music talent?" He said, "Pretty much any instrument he picks up, he could play." Yeah, I know. I got it. Their Christmas album. I listen to it every year. Alvin and the Chipmunks. So, I asked him. I said, "Well, why aren't you in the band?" He said, "It's boring." It's like he said every instrument that he had ever picked up or tried to play, he was able to play it in just a short amount of time. Like a saxophone or something, he had to get the keys straight, but once he got that going, he was good to go. I I don't understand how people can be so talented and not use the talent. Now I'm wondering. I wonder what he ended up doing with his life. It's like one of my classmates. I heard he had become a doctor, and that was no surprise. Very smart guy. Uh, we had a lot of classes together, and come to find out, he had gone into the medical profession, but not never made it a doctor. Um, and he actually had moved out west and had he was deceased at an early age, and I had no clue. YKB, YKB, buddy. Good afternoon to you, sir. I hope you're doing well. And I like those video game videos you're doing, but I can't watch them for too long. I have to focus on chat and not the video games because I would be addicted. I've already covered that. I don't want to bore everybody a second time with that same story. But I can get hooked on it. I still have a Nintendo. I can put in a couple of different games. Uh, like I can put in Tetris and lose 5 hours and not even realize any time has passed. I'm not worried about it. YKB, you be you. You just be you. Not my place to judge. I keep pretty close reins on the language here and strict language on the nature channel because the families I met on the trails, I promised them that it would remain family friendly. And I try to keep this PG-13. But on your channel, you do whatever's right for you. I'm still coming to your channel. It's like I go to Mike's channel every once in a while. I get up on the panel with Mike. You guys be you. It's like I tell people I used to drive a school bus. I've not only have I heard about everything, I've probably been called about everything. There you go, YKB. To everything there is a season. So YKB, what'd you think about Mike's mashup of Yoko Ono and this bad dance routine that Elaine did on Seinfeld? Oh, okay. Mike said that his wife is going to be on a business trip. Sounds like party time. All the adults were gone. She needed to be taken somewhere. Excellent. When I was bartending, not many people would drink Guinness. It was a rare thing to see. I mean, the bar had it, but it was a rare thing to see anybody request it. Peanut butter and jelly time. Now that's funny. Who sang Johnny B. Good? That was he was in jail, and that's part of the reasons that the Beatles took off like they did, uh, because he was in jail. Uh, Lewis had messed up his career for marrying his cousin. No, it wasn't John Lennon. It was that's two names this morning that I had trouble remembering. Micah, type it in chat in just a minute. Chuck Berry. Uh, yeah, Chuck Berry was in jail, and like I said, Jerry Lee Lewis, he was in, just tanked because of marrying his underage daughter. Uh, Buddy Holly had passed away, so there was a lot of void to be filled. I could think of half the songs that he did, but his name eluded me. Chuck Berry. Oh, that's a good one, Mike. I don't have a clue. Oh, oh. I have not seen that. Yoko trying to ruin a duet with Lennon and Barry. I am not a fan of bagpipes. The only song I've ever heard on bagpipe that I actually liked, and I think it sounds really good, Amazing Grace. Oh, cool. Roger, I didn't know that they did much together either. Because in the 70s, when Lennon had left the Beatles, Chuck Berry was singing stuff like My Ding-a-ling. But one thing for sure, he could play guitar. I think he did. Yeah. Uh, I don't know if Angus ever said it, but he pretty much stole that little duck walk from Chuck Berry. So this means YKB and Mike will be going live with big cool glasses. YKB will probably have a cool glass, and Mike will probably have a cold glass. Now, an early AC/DC song had bagpipes in it, and I thought it sounded good with them. But other than that, uh, Amazing Grace is about it. I don't know. I'll look that up and let everybody know Saturday night. Bagpipes are an interesting. I mean, they are a very interesting musical instrument. I, I would be curious how it got invented and why, but that'll be a subject for another day. Yeah, I kind of like it there, but it's so short. I mean, uh, Copperhead Road could be about our mountains here, because that was a big thing. It was unofficially, nobody admitted to it, but it was the state's number one crop for years back in the 70s and 80s. YKB just wants a happy ending. Let's see here. Let's find that out real quick. Well, they have her birthday, February 18th, 1933, and they don't have a. She's still with us. She's 93. She's living up to Billy Joel's song, Only the Good Die Young. Well, guys, I appreciate everybody coming in. I need to get moving and get something done. Uh, we'll do this again tomorrow morning. Have a little bit of nature playing in the background while we just talk about whatever. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Sharon, prayers for your daughter. Hope everything works out well. Everybody keep our friends in the Philippines in mind. They've had some serious earthquake. And I hope only kind words come your way today.